My friend died yesterday, but tonight, he texted me. My friend died yesterday. Not just died, he died in a horrible way. We buried him with our own hands. I was there, standing right next to his grave. I saw his lifeless body, cold, pale, completely still. There's no way he could come back. But tonight, something impossible happened. It started with a strange silence. No wind, no dogs barking, even the street felt dead. Then suddenly, my phone buzzed. I froze. At this time, no one texts me. Slowly, I picked up my phone, and my heart almost stopped. It was his number. My fingers started shaking. I told myself, this has to be a joke. But then, another buzz. Message. Come outside. I'm waiting. My chest tightened. My breath got heavy. There was no way. No possible way. I slowly turned my head towards the window. Every step felt heavier, like something was pulling me back. But I still moved forward. Slowly, slowly, I reached the window, and I looked outside. And that's when I saw him, standing under the streetlight, not moving, just staring at my window. At first, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was just someone who looked like him. But no, the more I stared, the more I realized it was him. Same height, same clothes we buried him in, even the way he stood, slightly tilted, like his body wasn't fully in control. My heart started pounding faster. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. Something felt wrong, very wrong. Then slowly, he moved, not like a normal person. His neck jerked slightly to one side, like something inside him was adjusting. And then he smiled. My blood ran cold. That smile, it wasn't human. It stretched too wide, far beyond what a normal face can do. His lips didn't move naturally. It was like his skin was being pulled into a smile. His eyes, they weren't blinking, not even once, just staring straight at me, like he knew I was watching, like he was waiting. My hands started shaking uncontrollably. I stepped back from the window, but my phone buzzed again. I looked down slowly. Another message. From him. Don't trust what you're seeing. My mind went blank. I looked back at the window. He was still there, still smiling. But now, he raised his hand, and slowly, he pointed directly at me. I couldn't breathe. My chest felt tight, like something was sitting on it. My eyes kept moving between the phone and the window, trying to understand what was real and what wasn't. That message, don't trust what you're seeing. If that was really him texting me, then who was standing outside? My mind started racing. Was someone playing a prank? No. No one could copy him like that. No one could stand like that. Move like that. And that smile, that horrible smile. It wasn't human. I slowly looked back at the window. He was still there. But this time, something had changed. He wasn't just standing anymore. He was closer. I'm sure of it. Just a few steps closer to my house. I don't remember seeing him move. But he moved. My heartbeat got louder. Thump, thump, thump. Then suddenly, my phone buzzed again. I flinched. Another message. It's not me. My fingers went cold. I looked up instantly. The thing outside was gone. Just empty street, flickering light, and silence. For a second, I felt relief. Maybe it was over. Maybe whatever that was had left. But then, a slow, creaking sound broke the silence. From outside, near my gate, like something was pushing it open. My breath stopped. I forced myself to look again. And there he was, inside my yard, standing just a few steps away from my door. No sound of footsteps. No shadow moving. Just suddenly, there, closer than before. Much closer. And this time, he wasn't looking at the window anymore. He was looking at the door. My door. Then slowly, his head turned and snapped back toward me. That same unnatural smile spread again. Wider than before. Wider than before. And then, he raised his hand and started waving, slow, 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 like he was inviting me, or warning me. I didn't know which one was worse. I couldn't move. My eyes were locked on him, standing just outside my door. That smile, that thing pretending to be my friend, it knew I was inside. It knew I was watching. Then suddenly, knock, a single knock. Loud, heavy. It echoed through the whole house. My heart skipped a beat. Silence again. For a few seconds. Then, knock, knock, knock. Faster this time. More aggressive. Like it was getting impatient. I stumbled back slowly, trying not to make any noise. My breath was shaking. My hands felt numb. I looked toward the window again, and my blood froze. He was gone. Gone from the yard. No footsteps. No sound. Nothing. Just empty darkness outside. But the knocking, it didn't stop. Knock, knock, knock! Now it was louder. Harder. Almost like the door would break. I covered my mouth, trying not to scream. Then, my phone buzzed again. The sound felt louder than the knocking. I slowly looked down. Another message. From him. Don't open the door. My mind started breaking. If that message was real, then what was outside? The knocking suddenly stopped. Complete silence. Not even a single sound. I stood there, frozen, waiting, hoping it was over. Then slowly, very slowly, the door handle moved. A soft clicking sound echoed in the dark, like someone, or something, was trying to come inside. I froze. My chest felt like it was about to explode. The knocking stopped. Complete silence. Not even a whisper of wind. I thought, maybe it's gone. Maybe I survived. But then, a sound came from behind me. Soft, slow, almost too quiet to hear. A whisper. A voice I knew, but not really him. I told you. Don't trust it. My blood ran ice cold. I spun around. No one, just the darkness of my room. My phone buzzed again. Another message. It learns from fear. The more you panic, the stronger it gets. My head was spinning. I couldn't tell reality from illusion. I couldn't tell him from it. Then I realized the thing outside was feeding on my fear. Every heartbeat, every shiver, every second of panic. It grew stronger. I backed into a corner, trying to make myself small, invisible. The whisper came again, closer this time, right behind my ear. Stop running in your mind. Face me. My hands were shaking. My legs felt like lead. I couldn't turn around. I couldn't scream. And yet, I knew one thing. If I stayed frozen in fear, it would take me. But if I faced it, maybe, just maybe, I could survive. I couldn't move. I stayed frozen in the corner, waiting, listening, the whisper, the knocking, the messages, all of it. But slowly, I started to realize something. The thing outside, the thing pretending to be my friend, it wasn't real. It wasn't him. It was a copy, a shadow, a dark reflection of fear. It only existed because I let it. Every heartbeat of panic, every tremble, every thought of I can't survive. It grew stronger. I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, and told myself, I control my fear. I decide what is real. I am stronger than this. When I opened my eyes, the shadows had retreated. The whisper was gone. The knocking stopped. The house was silent. Morning came, and I survived. Because I learned something important. Fear only has power if you give it power, no matter how terrifying the darkness, no matter how real it feels. If you stay calm, if you stay strong, if you trust yourself, you can face anything, even death, even the impossible, even the things that lurk in the night. And that night, I faced the impossible, and I won. The night is over. The darkness has passed. I survived. Not because the shadows left. Not because the messages stopped. Not because the whispers ended. I survived because I chose courage over fear. I realized something powerful. Life will throw terrifying moments at us. Moments that make us doubt. Moments that make our hearts race. Moments that feel impossible. But fear only has the power we give it. When you face it, when you stay calm, when you take control of your mind and heart, no shadow, no whisper, no darkness can stop you. Even the impossible can be conquered. That night, I learned the ultimate truth. Strength isn't the absence of fear. Strength is moving forward even when you are afraid. And from that day on, I promised myself no matter what comes, I will face it. I will stand strong. I will never let fear control me. Because fear is temporary, but courage lasts forever.